This is the Casio SDC 7003FE. With an extraordinary 10-year battery life, it will be a perfect choice for you. But before you make up your mind, let's take a closer look at this stunning analog digital Casio. Okay, hello and what's up everyone? Today we have one of the best G-Shock alternative you can get for a very low price, the Casio SDC 703FE. And of course, unlike most G-Shocks which sell for around $100, you can get this model for a little as $35 on Amazon. The SDC 703FE that we are holding presents a combination of black on the bezel and green on the resin band. And without a doubt, this model we believe to be the most popular SDC 700 model. Casio cleverly presents a design similar to the G-Shock on the bezel, especially on the button guard, which is the hallmark of G-Shock watches in general. And if you look closely, the bezel, which is 100% made of resin, gets an elegant matte black finish. This is one of the smart ways that Casio often tries to get rid of the cheapness of their rubber watches. And we have to admit, Casio has been very successful on this SDC 703FE model. In fact, we were quite surprised to learn that the price of this watch is only $35. And you know what we really like about this SDC 703FE is the presence of an elegant black dial, which is then combined with a small LCD which is also has the same color. Everything is then wrapped again with a sturdy bezel which is also black. The result, of course, is a perfect watch that you can get for under $50. The military green color of the resin band also looks stunning. The looper is also given the same color as the resin band, while the buckle made of resin has a black color variation. Once again, we are quite amazed by the quality that is presented by Casio on the resin band, which is not bad at all. But it doesn't stop there. Casio also tempts the consumers with its extraordinary battery life, which is 10 years of use. Not to mention if the Casio SDC 700 model also has water resistance of up to 100 meters. Okay, now let's compare it directly to a G-Shock GA2100. As we can see, the SDC 700 model is not at all inferior to the G-Shock GA2100, which come with a compact design. On the other hand, the Casio SDC 703FE looks bigger and stronger thanks to the incredible bezel design. For a $35 watch, the Casio SDC 700 is in no way intimidated by the $99 G-Shock GA2100. Okay, before you decide to buy this watch, it's a good idea to learn the specification first. Casio SDC 700 comes with a pretty ideal bezel dimensions of 48.8mm from left to the right, including the size of the buttons. The thickness of the watch, which has a resin band bezel, is also very ideal with a size of 16.6mm. Overall, the Casio SDC 700 is not a very big watch, but it still comes with a tough design element. The light button, which is placed at the bottom center, also makes this model look sporty and modern. Casio as a whole presents this SDC 700 model with a very light weight of only 49 grams. So even if you are busy all day from morning to night, this watch is guaranteed not to make you tired. The big question is, does this model have the toughness of the G-Shock? Of course not. Basically, this Casio model was produced to complement the low-end production line of Casio watches. Likewise, the quality of the material used is certainly not as high as the use in the G-Shock. But for everyday use and compared to other brand watches, of course this Casio SDC 700 model is more than enough. Okay, now it's time to discuss some of the shortcomings that you must face after buying this Casio SDC 700. The first is inadequate lighting system. With just one LED light provided by Casio, it is clear that it can only provide a little light on the dial, while the LCD looks very dark. This condition is certainly not friendly if you wear it when doing outdoor activities. And the second challenge that you will face is how to adjust the analog hands of this watch, still manual or not automatically like G-Shock watches in general. For example, after we make changes to the digital watch to 150 o'clock, then we must advance the analog hand on this watch manually. This is of course will be quite time consuming, especially since this process is quite difficult for those who are just getting know with Casio watches. So basically there are two steps that you have to do before changing the time in this watch. The first on the digital time and the second on the analog hand with hazard mode. In short, we have to move the analog hands manually to match the digital time that flashes on the LCD screen. But you know, if you don't have a problem with these two challenges, this Casio SDC 703 FE will be your best friend for the next few years. Because not only have an extraordinary 10-year battery life, Casio also offers water resistance of up to 100 meters. These two features are clearly a game changer for those of you who may still be looking at watch model from other brands. With a price of around $50, of course you will find many other watches that offer more sophisticated features. But when it comes to strength and durability, it's going to be very difficult to even try to approach the toughness of this Casio watch. Okay guys, that's our review for this black Casio SDC 703 FE. This color is clearly a favorite by most people until now. But if you feel this model doesn't suit you, don't worry, because we still have many Casio watches for you on our next video. Thank you for watching this video and please subscribe to support our channel and see you on our next videos.